Holy shit, that was an amazing chapter. It had everything, and most of all, it went in a completely different path to the anime. What's up, everybody? This is Reese from C Manga, and welcome to my review of Akame ga Kill, Chapter 66, Kill Fate. Now, my main concern with this fight going into it was obviously it's like, please don't tell me they're going to do a beat for beat of the anime, changing little things here and there, so it's going to be a thing of Kurome dies, Akame kills her, everyone's all sad, Wave's all depressed and all that shit. But my god, I'm so happy it did not go down that direction. This chapter was so intense. If they ever redid Akame ga Kill, the anime once the manga's finished, this right here will be one of those episodes to be looking out for. So yeah, as I predicted, Wave, he jumped straight into that fight, forcing Tatsumi to end up intervening with him. And from the get-go, it was so obvious Wave was completely outclassed right there. I swear, it's like now I can kind of see why Esdeath was kind of getting so excited about the thought of fighting Tatsumi. Now he's got this new form. He friggin' decimated Wave. Wave couldn't do so much as touch him. So I love the whole stay down moment that Tatsumi had after he knocked him down. It's like, don't move, I'll be forced to kill you. It's like, the way he just stood above him right there, that was some powerful imagery right there. It just went to show like just how much more power that Tatsumi has, how much growth he's actually gone through, It's like back in the day, obviously, them two were pretty evenly matched, going as far to say it's like, oh yeah, Grand Chariot is much better than Crucio. It's like, it's a more advanced version. But boy, that right there just showed it all, man. Tatsumi just like literally lording it completely over him. So yeah, all this basically ended up forcing Wave to try it exactly as Esdeath kind of suggested to him. To be able to gain more power, to be able to fight Tatsumi one-on-one, you're gonna have to be able to wield two Tengu, which obviously is like, you can't do that. It's like the strain on that will probably kill you. But yeah, it's like the second one he ended up choosing ended up being Run's, who obviously, Run, his body's sitting there, he's broken after Akame just basically cut him in two. So he's there like lying before him, and you know what? The transformation, it wasn't as epic as when like in Crucio evolved, but you know what? Giving Grand Chariot the angel wings, it really was some really nice symbolism there, especially seeing how like he's trying so hard to save Chrome, he's just like a guardian angel type thing, and giving him them angel wings, I don't know, it really did kind of like set all that stuff home with exactly what happened in the rest of this chapter. Well, this actually gave him enough power to finally stand up against Tatsumi. It's like, I must admit, their fight, it wasn't exactly fully equal, but I think Tatsumi was more like kind of surprised at the fact that, oh my god, you can now wield two Tengu. But at the same time, you've got to remember that Wave, he wasn't exactly fighting to try and kill Tatsumi. He was basically just trying to say, get out of my way, get out of my way, I've got something that I need to do. So yeah, back to the whole fight between Chrome and Akame. Now, I did have a few like kind of Dragon Ball vibes going on with this. So it's just the whole kind of like, Chrome's drug is beginning to wear off, meaning that she's steadily becoming weaker. Plus activating Yakuza basically put like a real, like, it literally wore her out completely, so she's there like pretty much running on empty, basically just like kind of like how in Dragon Ball during the whole Goku Frieza fight, Frieza's there like it's 100% form, Goku gives up saying, oh yeah, you're basically worn out, you're not going to be a good fight anymore. So yeah, that right there is really, really good. But I did like how just at the exact same moment as she's just like, fuck this, I'm taking more of this drug then, I'm going to kill you still, this is it. Just about to put it in her mouth, and then Wave intervenes, basically taking the drug from her super fast speed. It was blinding. At first I thought he like literally knocked it out of her hand using the feathers from Run's Tengu, but then he ended up having it in his hand, he crushed it, looking badass. And then basically just came the most tense love confession that I have ever read, ever, in anything. So I swear, I was on the edge of my seat reading this part, I was so under the impression that something bad was going to happen. Like while Wave is there like professing his love for Chrome, that she'll probably laugh it off and kill him, just like one stab straight through his chest or something like that, and then carry on with her fight. Or she'll just like throw him out of the way, just like get out of my way and start to attack Akame, and then literally he jumps in the way, just like getting run through the sword and then just hugging her and finishing off what he was saying. Something like that. Basically, in my head, both of them were going to die, someone was dying. I don't know who it was, but something bad was going to happen at that point. I'm there thinking, oh, no way Chrome's going to end up falling for any of this. She is too far gone to return from it. But no, Wave actually was able to get through to her, even going as far as like literally shattering Yakuza, and that looked friggin' badass. The way he just held up, like threw up the sword, punched straight through it. So friggin' epic. So yeah, the star-crossed lovers actually defected from the Empire in what was truly a real tear-jerking moment. You know, basically as they were both like bidding their farewells to everyone, man, it's like you can't help but like literally bring a little bit of a tear to your eye. I swear though, it wasn't until we actually got to see both of them leaving that I finally came off the edge of my seat. I was still under the impression that something bad was going to happen. I don't know, I really have no idea what it was, but even like I was thinking, okay, as they both turn their back, Esdeath might turn up and do something, you know. Someone has to die in this situation. But yeah, it really wasn't actually bad at all, man. Something bad happening, was it something bad not happening, actually was a much more powerful moment, you know. The two of them leaving like that, it actually did just leave such a nice feeling. And obviously, like, you know, with them two leaving now, the chapter actually ended with them saying there's only two enemies remaining: Esdeath and the Emperor himself. Obviously, being the Emperor's aide. But yeah, this chapter here, it had everything going for it. Lots of unknown tension, really, really good action moments, and I must say, Wave, he has always been one of my favorite characters from the beginning. You know, I just loved seeing him change. You know, like going from that weird, nervous guy thinking like, oh my god, what is this team that I'm with? These guys are all crazy. Getting to know and love it, getting to know his team, falling in there. You know, just like, and then just his determination for everything, and just becoming the powerful guy you see him at the end. He just had such a great arc, and I am so glad that he didn't end up getting killed off. But I am wondering now, like, whether he will return, because obviously I have always been speculating that maybe he might join the team and fight to take down the Emperor. But obviously, you know, the way he put it is like, there's no way I'm doing that. I'm not fighting. I'm not going to be fighting my friends and my master who've actually like done so much for me. That fit his character perfectly, but it does make me think like whether he will return at some point. Because I'm thinking that maybe the Emperor, like in the anime, does unleash something crazy, which is going to end up like literally endangering all the innocent lives. So then he actually comes back and protects, like, you know, the actual innocent people of the Empire. That little concept there, it was actually pretty nice, you know, seeing like Wave and Run and that kind of like protecting everyone around them, joining forces with Night Raid, yeah, joining forces with Night Raid and helping them out and everything. That right there was kind of nice, but I didn't like the final fight in the anime. Must admit it, I didn't like it. It just basically became a giant mech fighting a dragon guy. It didn't sit right for me. But yeah, I really would like to see him return, and something along those lines does happen. You know, he ends up coming back to protect the people themselves. But yeah, that right there, man, brilliant chapter, amazing close to the Sisters Vendetta. I was just super, super pleased with this chapter. You know, I don't have anything negative to say about it. All of it, powerful imagery, really good story, lots of lovely moments, all of it great. So yeah, with that, I have nothing left to say on this chapter, but hopefully you guys do. Let me know in the comment section below. And as usual, don't forget to check out other things on the channel. So I will see you next time.